I'm gonna show you the best 4K TVs you can get at every price range. No matter your budget, I will help you find the best pick for your needs. Let's go. First, we're gonna take a look at the best options in the under $500 range. Hisense 65U6N. This TV is honestly punching way above its weight class for under $500, making it my top budget pick. The picture quality is surprisingly good, especially in a dark room, thanks to its fantastic contrast which makes blacks look really deep. It uses mini LED technology which helps with brightness and contrast too. While it gets decently bright for watching during the day, the HDR highlights don't pop as much as on pricier TVs, but HDR content still looks good, especially in the dark. For gaming, it feels snappy with low input lag and supports VRR at 4K 60Hz, or you can even push 1440p at 120Hz, though VRR doesn't work at the higher refresh rate. I'd say buy this if you're on a strict budget but want a great all-around 65-inch TV for movies and casual gaming. Skip it if you need really wide viewing angles for group watching, or if you're a hardcore gamer needing 4K 120Hz. Hisense 65A7N. This TV is another solid option if you're really counting pennies for a 65-inch 4K screen. It comes loaded with Google TV, which I find super easy to use for streaming all my stuff. And it supports things like Dolby Vision and DTS Virtual X audio. The picture quality is decent, colors look vibrant thanks to the wide color game and tech, and it's clear enough for everyday watching. It's not the brightest screen out there, so maybe avoid placing it directly opposite a bright window. But it handles reflections okay in moderately lit rooms. For gaming, it has low input lag in VRR, which is nice, but it's capped at a 60Hz refresh rate, making it fine for casual play but not ideal for competitive gamers. I'd recommend this if you need a large, affordable smart TV mainly for streaming and casual viewing in average lighting. However, if you watch a lot of movies in the dark or want better overall picture quality and brightness, I'd spend a bit more for the U6N. Next, we're gonna take a look at the best options in the $500 to $1,000 range. Hisense 65U7N. This Hisense U7N is a really solid pick if you're looking for bang for your buck in this price range. I found the picture quality to be surprisingly good, especially with HDR content. Things look bright and colorful, making movies and games pop. It uses mini LED tech which helps get those deeper blacks, way better than standard LED TVs I've seen, though maybe not quite OLED level. For gamers, it's got modern features like high refresh rates and VRR support, making gameplay look smooth. It runs Google TV, which I find super easy to use with tons of apps available right away. Now, it's not perfect. If you have really bright lights or windows directly opposite the screen, you might notice some glare, and the picture looks best when you're sitting more directly in front of it, as the viewing angles aren't super wide. I'd say grab this if you want great performance, especially for HDR and gaming, without spending a fortune, but maybe look elsewhere if you often watch TV with the big groups spread out across the room. Sony X90L 65-inch. This Sony X90L really impressed me with its picture quality. Colors look vibrant and details are sharp, making pretty much everything look great. I think it delivers a bright and refined image, punching above its weight and looking almost like some more expensive mini LEDs even though it's a standard full array LED. It's a fantastic TV for watching movies and it's also well equipped for gaming with features like 4K and 120Hz support, which makes my PS5 games look smooth. The built-in sound is actually decent for TV speakers, especially dialogue clarity. Though a soundbar is always better for big rooms. It uses the Google TV interface, which I find user-friendly. But if you need more than 2 HDMI 2.1 ports or are super sensitive to blooming, you might consider other options. Next, we're gonna take a look at the best options in the $1,000 to $1,500 range. LG C4 65 inches. This TV is a fantastic all-rounder, continuing LG's strong C-series legacy with superb picture quality that really impresses, whether you're watching movies or binging shows. It's noticeably brighter and sharper than last year's C3, making the image pop with vibrant yet natural colors. I love how incredibly thin and light it is, which makes setup or wall mounting much easier than many rivals. For gaming, it's a beast, rocking 4 HDMI 2.1 ports and even supporting 144Hz for PC gamers, making gameplay super smooth. The sound quality is just okay, so I definitely recommend pairing it with the soundbar if you care about audio. If you want a reliable top-tier OLED experience, especially for gaming or watching movies in a controlled lighting environment, this is a great pick. However, if you absolutely need HDR10+ support or expect amazing built-in sound, you might look elsewhere. Samsung S90D 65 inches. This Samsung S90D really wowed me with its incredibly bright and vibrant picture, especially on this 65-inch QD-OLED version. The colors just explode off the screen in a really engaging way. It handles reflections well, better than many OLEDs, making it a solid choice even if you can't fully darken your room. Like the C4, it's also a gaming powerhouse with super low input lag and support for up to 144Hz refresh rates. Plus, it has Samsung's gaming hub for cloud gaming built right in. The picture is sharp, detailed, and looks great even from wide viewing angles. My main gripes are Samsung's Hisense smart system, which can sometimes be a bit clunky, and the lack of Dolby Vision support, which might matter to some movie buffs. This TV is perfect for gamers and anyone who loves that super punchy, vibrant QD-OLED look, particularly rooms that aren't pitch black. If you're a stickler for Dolby Vision or prefer LG's WebOS interface, you might pause, but otherwise it's an amazing TV for the price. Next, we're gonna take a look at the best options in the $1,500 to $2,000 range. Samsung S95D. This TV absolutely blew me away with how bright it gets. Samsung really cranked it up this year, making it probably the brightest OLED I've seen. The standout feature for me has to be the new matte screen finish. It practically eats reflections, which is a game changer if you've got a bright room with lots of windows like mine. Picture quality is just stunning, with super realistic details and vibrant colors thanks to that QD-OLED panel. Gamers, you're going to love this one too, with support for up to 144Hz refresh rates and incredibly low input lag for a super responsive feel. Honestly, if you hate glare and want one of the most impressive pictures out there, especially for gaming, the S95D is a top pick. However, if you watch mostly in a pitch black room, you might notice the matte screen slightly affects the deep blacks compared to glossy screens, and it doesn't support Dolby Vision, which is a bummer for some movie buffs. LG G4. This is LG's top-tier OLED for the year, and wow, does it deliver an amazing picture, especially with that second-gen MLA tech making everything pop with brightness and contrast. Watching movies on this felt incredibly cinematic, the colors are vibrant but look really natural, and the detail, even in dark scenes, is just fantastic thanks to the new processor. For gamers, this is easily one of the best TVs you can buy right now, carrying over LG's legendary gaming features like 4 HDMI 2.1 ports ready for 4K 120Hz and even pushing up to 144Hz for PC gaming. Seriously, playing games felt buttery smooth. If you're a hardcore gamer or a movie lover who watches in a controlled environment and want a stunning, accurate picture quality with Dolby Vision support, the G4 is an excellent choice. However, the glossy screen can be quite reflective if you have a lot of lights on, unlike the Samsung S95D's matte finish. Also, the built-in sound is just okay, so you'll definitely want a soundbar to match the amazing visuals. And finally, we're gonna take a look at the best options in the $2,000+ range. Sony Bravia 9. This is Sony's top-tier mini LED for the year, and wow, does it get bright. I found the picture quality stunning, especially for movies in a home theater setup. The black levels are incredibly deep for an LED, almost approaching OLED territory, with barely any annoying blooming around bright objects. It handles upscaling really well, making even older, lower-res stuff look clean. While it's great in bright rooms because of its sheer brightness, I did notice it struggles a bit if you have a lamp or window reflecting directly onto the screen. For gaming, the picture looks fantastic, but honestly the input lag is a bit higher than competitors, and fast motion can look a bit blurry. So maybe not on the top pick if you're super serious about competitive gaming. I'd say buy this if you want an incredibly bright, impactful picture without going OLED, especially for movies. But maybe skip it if you're primarily a hardcore gamer or have lots of direct light sources hitting the screen. Sony A95L. This QD-OLED is Sony's flagship from last year, but believe me, it still absolutely holds its own and delivers one of the best pictures I've seen. The colors are just incredibly vibrant and lifelike, and combined with those perfect OLED blacks, movies and HDR content look absolutely sumptuous. Motion handling is also fantastic, super smooth, and Sony's processing makes everything look sharp and detailed without looking unnatural. Gamers will appreciate the 4K 120Hz support in VRR, then games look phenomenal, though the input lag, while low enough for most, isn't quite as sliding fast as some rivals. One thing I really liked is the sound quality. It's genuinely impressive for built-in TV audio. Who should get this? If you prioritize sheer picture perfection for movies and want great gaming features with amazing colors and contrast, this is a top contender. Who shouldn't? Maybe hardcore competitive gamers needing the absolute lowest input lag possible, or if you absolutely need more than 2 HDMI 2.1 ports. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you found this video to be helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Alright, peace out.